And finally, we got the main event. We got Sean Strickland defending his title for the first time against Dricus Du Plessis. And this fight's kind of gotten added up a notch. I mean, I actually didn't really think Dricus had that in him to talk shit like that before that press conference, but he really got under Sean's skin, so it's made the build up for this fight that much more fun, and it's made the anticipation for this fight that much higher. So hopefully no one gets stabbed. Hopefully we get to the fight. But man, I mean, this is an amazing clash of styles to me. I mean, Sean Strickland, we already know his resume. He came in short notice, took out Izzy, dominated him, has really looked awesome since he's came back from that motorcycle accident. Only had the loss to Pereira and the controversial loss to Cannonier. And just phenomenal boxing, really good defense. And then Dricus, the guy has been undefeated since coming into the UFC. He just beat Robert Whittaker, which if you're not Israel Adesanya, no one's really been able to do in recent years. And it automatically gets you a title shot pretty much. And even though initially he didn't get the title shot, he's getting his rightful title shot now. So matchup-wise, I mean, Dricus, athletic, explosive beast with power. He has kind of some tricky attacks. You look at Du Plessis, to me, he has a weird style overall. He looks awkward. He looks a little clunky, but he makes it work for him. I mean, he's consistently switching stances. He explodes in with big, wild hooks. He seems like he really overextends, but he likes to throw switch stance blitz attacks. They can be kind of awkward and difficult to see coming, so they can land. And in terms of his hands in this fight, I think the left hook is going to be the strike he's going to be looking to land. I think it's going to be the strike he should finish his hand combinations with and could be effective. And I think he's going to be more effective landing kicks than punches in this fight, though. I think he's going to land leg kicks potentially, but Strickland really showed superb leg kick defense in his last fight, so I think that could be hard. But I think Du Plessis' body kicks could be open versus Sean. Sean can eat body kicks, and Dricus Du Plessis' body kicks are super hard, so spamming the body kick could be something Du Plessis tries to do in this fight. Defensively, Dricus really relies heavily on his chin, his ability to absorb damage. He will also shell up, use a high guard to kind of take shots, come back with counter hooks, and he's in his physical prime right now, so he can use that style until his chin starts to wane on him. And in this fight, he's not facing a big puncher, so it's probably not going to be a worry for him to try to do that. And Du Plessis should definitely look to get this fight to the ground. To me, he kind of has questionable wrestling ability because he could struggle to close that gap and shoot on guys. He's a little bit clunky, but he's very physical, so he could hit takedowns when he could time them well. And on top, he's a beast. He has super heavy top pressure, hard ground and pound. He has a good submission game, good front chokes. Takedown defense hasn't been great in the UFC. He only has a 40% takedown defense rate, but hard to hold down, especially against the fence. And it's doubtful that he's even going to have to worry about that against Sean. Cardio-wise, Dricus does push a pace, but he's gotten tired in multiple fights in the UFC, and that's going to be something to monitor in this fight because it's 5 rounds, and Strickland is a very good cardio fighter. So if Dricus gets tired, that could be a difference in the fight. But Sean Strickland, he's primarily a boxer. He will throw some leg kicks, head kicks in there, but it's mostly all hands, and he likes to pressure, stay in your face. He has one of the best jabs, 1-2s in the UFC. He's incredibly difficult to hit, too. I mean, he just walks guys down, uses the jab, 1-2s, slips, parries, rolls with shots. He's always checking and parrying the kicks, and he can completely nullify fighters, get them tired, and just beat them up. And he should look to take advantage of Dricus' defensive tendencies. I mean, Dricus likes to use a high shell guard, and if he can kind of fake up top and rip the body, that should be effective. I think he could land some body shots, and if he can land a lot of body shots early, that could get Dricus a little bit tired, get him to drop his hands, so then Sean could start to tee off on him to the head. But right now, Dricus is a juggernaut. I mean, so he almost lets guys hit him. He leaves his chin out so fighters will engage and then tries to knock him out with the counter. So Sean just has to be smart. He has to not be emotional, fight defensively sound like he usually always does. And he just has to be perfect almost in this fight. He can't let Dricus hit him clean. Dricus hits too hard to be kind of playing that game. And we've seen multiple fights where Dricus is losing, but only needed one punch to change the direction of the fight and end up winning via knockout. And Strickland is the better striker to me, though, overall. I mean, he's more fluid. He's way better defensively. His punching technique is better. Just a little bit less clunky and just the better striker, in my opinion. And he's a highly regarded grappler, Sean Strickland, but we rarely see it in his fights. When you hear fighters who train with Sean talk about his wrestling and grappling, they say it's great. I've heard he out-wrestles Magomed Ankalaev, and for this camp he has Johnny Eblen, and elite wrestler training with him, which should help a lot, but we don't really see his wrestling or his get-ups in fights too much, so it's hard to be that confident in Strickland if he does get put on his back, just because we haven't seen it in a long time. But I think Dricus' best path to victory is to try to get it to the ground, use his top pressure strength advantage. So Sean just has to be aware that wrestling is likely going to be a big part of Dricus' game plan. And Sean Strickland's cardio is a weapon, so if he can extend this fight to the later rounds, he should be the fresher fighter. Way more 5-round fights for Sean than Dricus has had. And ultimately, I'm going to go with Sean Strickland as my prediction here. I think he's going to be able to win a decision or win in the later rounds via TKO. I just believe that Dricus, if he doesn't get the knockout or the finish, if he can't get the takedown, which I think it's going to be more of a stand-up fight, honestly, then I think Sean's going to win. And having to rely on a knockout in a high-level fight against someone that's extremely difficult to hit, in that scenario, I kind of have to lean towards Sean Strickland. So Sean Strickland is going to be the prediction for me, and I'm going to predict him to win this fight via decision. So thanks for watching this video, guys. Like I said at the beginning of the video, hit the like button, man. Let's try to get as many likes as possible, 500 likes, 1,000 likes. I mean, as many people that are watching this video, they can hit the like button. It's free, it's easy, really helps out the channel. And put a comment down below. Let's get some engagement in this video. Tell me what you think about my predictions. Do you agree? Do you disagree? And besides that, for my most confident pick on this card, that one's kind of a difficult one. I don't think there's a lot of super easy fights on this card. I think there's a lot of close matchups. So ultimately, for my most confident pick, I'm trying to think right now what I would say. It's hard. I guess I would go with Jesuita Vicious, but I just don't have a lot of confidence on her at that price tag. But for the play of the week, I would go Suri CD minus 175. I think that he should be able to go out there and get the job done again. So money line value wise, I feel like he is giving me my play of the week this week. Not going to do a parlay of the week. So thanks for watching, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. Hit that like button. Go to Patreon. Sign up. Get some free picks for this month. A lot of fight cards going down this week. There's 5 or 6 different fight cards already. I already got a bet for KSW. So I'll talk to you guys later. And thanks for watching this video.